Hi, I'm Dr. Steve D'Agostino, the Director of Online Learning at Fordham University, here to talk with you about creating video for your course. A good place to begin is to ask yourself, why are you creating a video? What is it for? If it's a video lecture, you may want to consider other options for lecture that are less technologically challenging. It may be helpful to think of your course as a museum exhibit, and you are the curator of the exhibit. So what do curators do? Well, curators select objects, they place them in a physical space so that they are in critique and conversation with one another, and then the curator may act as a kind of docent, creating materials to provide context, to explain these artifacts. Patrons of the exhibit would then attend and listen to the audio tour or read the placards and get a sense of why these artifacts are here and what they mean. So when you're thinking about creating material for your course, you want to think about, what is the purpose of this video? What am I hoping to accomplish? So there are a couple of ways to use video to provide updates. You can tell the students what to expect in this coming lesson, lecture, or unit. You can use video to model certain behaviors. A video of yourself solving a mathematical formula, a video of yourself interpreting a text, or performing some kind of movement that you would hope the students could replicate. You can also use video to build community. And by building community, I mean give the students a sense of what it's like to be in a classroom environment with you. Can you replicate that experience of being in the physical presence of the students through video? It's also important to think about, who is the audience for your video? In this video I'm making right now, my audience are faculty, and it's a public video. So I'm not really exactly sure who all of the audience for this video will be. So I need to make sure that my video is more formal. I'm wearing a suit. I'm speaking very formally. And this helps my video give a sense of legitimacy, that my audience can trust me and have some confidence that I know what I'm talking about. But a video that you're making for your class is a bit different. It is public, but it's a much smaller public. It's kind of a community. It's also important to realize that your students will experience the videos that you make for your class as an individual. Your video won't be projected on a big screen in a theater. Your students will most likely consume it on a handheld device, on their phone while they're eating lunch, or on the train. So it's a bit more intimate than what you might have in mind when you visualize people in a theater watching it. So this has implications for the kinds of investment you want to make in your video. You don't need fancy effects. You only need to make sure that your students can see and hear you, and that your video is captioned and accessible. You also want to ask yourself, is my video reusable? If you plan to make a video like this one that's perhaps more polished than one you might be able to make on your own, you want to avoid timely references. I wouldn't begin this video by saying, "Welcome to the spring semester," because that means I can't use this video in the fall semester. I've inhibited its utility. If videos are easier for you to make, then you can make more of them, and they can be more dynamic and relevant to the students. There are various ways to make videos outside of a studio video like this one. I'd like to review some of those and share them with you. This video is shot with an iPhone, and it's a simple way to create video on the fly for use with your class. As long as your students can see you and hear you, those are the principal concerns. You don't have to worry about lighting and cameras in specific locations. The point is to identify simple solutions to make video that are not too intimidating and will prevent you from considering this kind of media. Another way to record video is with your webcam and using a conferencing software like Zoom, and this is the result. So it's another simple way to make a video on the fly that you can almost immediately share with your students. I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, please reach out to me via email, which is included at the end. Thanks very much.